Greetings and welcome, everyone. It's AYCG Gamescast, episode 317. I'm one of your hosts, Jim Gast, joined by Mike Sanidi.
What's up?
And Corey Feinsod.
Choices matter, bitches!
Choices matter. Welcome, listeners and viewers, to N7 Day. Or as we like to call it...
We end it on 7, like 317, this episode number. It just has a 7 in it, that's all.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm sure we can figure out a way to manipulate the numbers into making 11-7, but whatever. 16, 11 minus 7 equals 20. I don't know.
16, 11 minus 7.
Okay.
Did I hit that? I did hit that. That is 20, right? 16 plus 11 minus 7 is 20.
Okay, yeah.
I can't believe I
don't know where you're getting 16 from. That's my point.
It's 2016.
Oh, okay.
So that's where I'm bringing that from. But I was just gibbering, rambling off numbers there, and I actually got the equation done properly. All right. Anyways, welcome, listeners and viewers, to 317. It's N7 Day, and we've had also a shit ton of news come out in the past week, so we got a lot to talk about. Let's get into it. Let's lead off with N7.
All right.
Let's
do it.
So Mass Effect Andromeda. We've got a lot of details finally for this.
Finally.
Yeah.
It's interesting because we've talked a lot about it on Slack recently and how some of us are not interested or excited. And I was on the not excited. I was fine with what they had, and I did not need any more Mass Effect. I could have gone with another story, a different era, or maybe theme. Mm-hmm. But after seeing what we saw today, I changed my tune a little bit. It's definitely looking much more exciting and interesting, and I'm much more curious now.
Didn't you get that? I now that I understand what the story is, it's like it brings all of us fans of N7, of the Mass Effect universe, all of us fans of the original set, and it takes us, all of us, including the characters in this, to a new universe from that same time period. You know what I mean? So we're all going, including those characters, like what Mike said, like how you described it in Slack works. So we're all going to experience it in a new style, like the new style, essentially, and that's cool.
What I liked, like I said, one of the key points of this story is that your characters are going 600 years in the future through cryosleep. So they're from the universe that we're already familiar with.
And now we know it's Mass Effect 2 era.
Yeah. So what we understand about the universe does matter, but it's in a totally new setting. So we're the same perspective as the characters, pretty much, which is a good way to have it not get ruined by that ending.
Yes.
Remove it enough from that ending, but also make it so that the universe that we've learned through these first 3 games matters. So it's a pretty clever way, I guess, to do it. I hope it
pans out.
Works.
Well, considering that no matter what ending we funneled into at the end of 3, we saved the universe, right? Did we all do that?
We destroy the universe, or
no? You can destroy it.
Okay, because I thought they all just destroyed the relays.
It rebuilds. I mean, it's where basically everything gets destroyed. One of the options.
Okay, so that wouldn't tie into this story too much.
The Reapers basically win, I think. Like what's her name? Alara, the Asari chick, the first one you meet.
Not Samara. That's
the older
mother.
Doesn't it begin with an L?
Is that her mother?
No, I don't think it's her mother.
God, now we've talked about Mass Effect 2.
I don't remember. No,
so much. Liara? Is it Liara?
I forgot. It's bad. I forgot her because she was the first girlfriend.
Yeah. Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. She was like the first, the Asari
Mike,
we meet.
You forgot your first girlfriend.
Getting married. It's fine.
We got in 2 podcasts now. We talked about Artemis and we talked about Liara now.
But yeah, one of the endings, she has a recording where we failed or something, and
I don't remember the endings already. I blocked them out.
No, they seemed completely meaningless to me. I just know that the relays get destroyed in all of them.
Yeah.
And you may or may not see your crew members go to some other planet and
survive.
Yeah, some of them at least.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't know.
Back to
the endings. Fuck the endings.
Back to this. this is taking place now 600 years into the future of 2.
And in a different galaxy.
Yeah, now are we going to get, like... This is what it sounds like. Are we going to get different games in this series based on different arcs? Because the Pathfinder is the human arc. And that's what we're playing in this first game. It sounds like that's what we're doing.
I kind of think that's there so you can interact with some of the alien races you knew already. Like, you can meet them at some point.
But I don't think we will. I think this the races that are on the arc with us.
Well, the only ones on our arc, I think,
you're right. It's the human arc. The Hyperion finds itself in the wrong location. This is the little synopsis here. I'll read it real quick. The human arc, the Hyperion, finds itself at the wrong location after a 600-year trip. However, where it loses contact with the other 3 arcs, as well as the Nexus, a command center sent ahead of the arcs to the Andromeda Galaxy. So it's like, you're lost in the beginning of this. And there are other aliens. There are alien races that we've seen in the trailer. Like, there is,
Sorry,
thank you.
Are
Liara's race. There. So, and obviously we're going to get those. We're going to get the classic Krogans, but we're going to get a whole bunch of new races as well. So that's going to be cool.
New other galaxy races, I guess.
Yeah. New technologies.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I mean, I liked what they've revealed today. I mean, I would have liked to have gotten a full trailer. It's weird that they held the full trailer till December 1st. Don't you guys think that?
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know what else they could be like doing with that.
Yeah.
It's like 4 weeks or whatever.
Yeah, plus the game launch is supposed to be in like March 2017.
Yeah, okay.
That's laughable. Yeah, laughable.
No, I'm in my mind. I've already pictured this as like, a holiday 2017 game.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll see. But I'd be surprised if this came out in like, March or April.
Yeah. What else do we have for details from this, guys? They haven't really shown much gameplay. That's going to be December 1st. That's the gameplay stuff.
The Paragon and Renegade thing is a big change.
Thank you. So Paragon and Renegade, this is the change they're doing. They're not going to be in the game. Now, before you jump all over this, it actually sounds fine what they're doing. I read it. Basically, they're cutting out the set Paragon and Renegade paths. So you, me, everybody here that's playing this game we'll start picking dialogue options, and depending on what we pick, opens up other options, but there's no set path. Like, you don't know that that's the Renegade choice or that's the Paragon choice. You just, how we used to know that.
It's a little bit like how they got rid of the karma system in Fallout. Because there used to be karma, gained or lost karma. Now it's just, someone like this or someone disliked.
Yeah.
Everything's much more gray.
Yes. So we could all play a different set of dialogues, but we won't know how we got there because we're all getting different dialogue throughout the game.
I just hope you still have the chance for certain actions like you did in the later ones where you could interrupt a conversation with like a Paragon or Renegade action to just like make something happen.
Well, that's what they're saying. Those actions will be there, but they're not going to be set and defined. Like, they want you to play the character more as you would play yourself.
That's what I tried to do, and I remember I got a little, not screwed, but I didn't get all the options I could because I would do a little bit of both, and then I never maxed out either bar, and I couldn't do the hardest persuasions or whatever.
That's not going to affect you like that. That's not going to affect you, which is good.
Yeah, I'm glad, because I do like trying to, like, at least the first time I play through a game, to just do it like as if I were the character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The only thing I didn't like from this release was the fact that the side missions, the loyalty missions you would do, they won't be affecting the ending of the game. That doesn't mean we're not going to have multiple endings, but remember, that's what we kept our crew alive. Corey, we used to run, like the first thing you told me about Mass Effect, talk to your shipmates. That was the first thing you told me, and I was like, okay. And that's going away. Like, you don't have to do that. I mean, there's going to be side missions, but sounds like it's going to be more optional.
We'll see. I'm sure there'll be some sort of stakes with that.
Yeah. I mean, they kind of went away with that in 3 as well, where like some of the things you did didn't really matter as well. But
it really mattered too.
You walked into that one, Corey. 2 was great. 2 was a great finale, like bringing everybody together like that, and like the way you played the game, it dedicated your choices.
Decided how the game was going to end. Yeah. Absolutely. So I mean, I think that part of it should stay there, where there are things that you do or not do will change what happens.
By the way, we're going to pause this for 1 second and mention to our listeners and viewers that Tony's not on the podcast, and it's not because it's N7 Day. I promise you, he had something else to do. Like, we were talking about Mass Effect cordially on Slack earlier, so he's not like, I'm not going to be on the podcast because fuck this game, But go on. Now we can go on.
Good point. Good point.
He would probably be saying something like that if he were here.
Probably would, but...
Well, no, I think they should have consequences for actions for your characters, not necessarily how it ends, but for your ending, but for the characters that you meet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe it was a lot of the appeal almost to the other game is like you're just trying to figure out how to keep everyone loyal.
And that's what made
happy.
2 so cool. Is that like the choices you made for your crew members could vary greatly of who actually makes it out of that, and then affects so much that they can affect. But you could technically die in that game, and it's over.
Yes, remember that there was a guy that did it, and he pulled it off, which is awesome. Well, I'm getting laggy. Sorry.
You opened up Windows.
Yeah, I opened and closed for what we were doing for news. I am way behind.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. You finally said that.
I rebooted too. It's got to be the new OS. It's got to be the new OS.
It looks better now. At least
you can't open Windows. You got to do it on your phone or something.
Yeah, which is I don't keep my phone near me.
But anyway, I'm excited about this game, but I've been excited about it for a while. Like I said, I bought Dragon Age Inquisition because I was itching for the sort of BioWare character and story building.
Yeah.
And that game was okay, but I liked it enough because of that. Then, Destiny, I saw, what was the home base called there again? I forgot already.
The Destiny home base? The tower?
Yeah.
The tower, yeah. It reminded me a little of the Citadel, but it wasn't 1/100th as interesting, so that's part of my disappointment with Destiny. So, yeah, I'm still looking forward to this. I mean, if it was the year or so after the ending of Mass Effect 3, I'd be like, ugh, Mass Effect. But it's not. So it's been long enough for me, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Description of how you enter the game and how you're gonna play it seems cool. Like you said earlier, how it's we're going to be in the perspective of the rider.
Yeah, family. Yeah.
Because I wouldn't have liked it if it were just someone from 600 years in the future, because then it's it has nothing to do with the original game, so why even bother?
Yeah, right. But we have the N7 logos. I mean, because Spectre, there will be Spectres, but they're just not. They're from our era, but it's in a new time. So technology also is going to be crazy to see for this. 600 years into the future, new universe.
Maybe
it's kind of rebuilding though.
If they figure out anything different,
depends on the end.
Mako's there.
But it's not called the Mako, is it?
No, but it looks just like it, so we'll see. The trailer came out today, the teaser trailer. Interesting. Not as cool as... I like the recruitment video better as a teaser.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that got me more psyched.
This one got me more psyched.
Really? I don't know. I think it's cool that we got details. The box art's nice. I do like the box art that was released today.
Of the helmet?
Well, I like the other one, the second one.
Okay.
Which is
that helmet looks the first thing I thought of was a Destiny character.
Oh no! The second one that was posted in our Slack chat was I thought was better, the better cover. But yes, what else we got released from N7 Day?
Well, they I think leaked 3 versions that are going to be available.
Yes, so there's the regular version, the deluxe, which I got to jump on and pre-order on Amazon for the same price as the regular, and then the super deluxe edition, which I didn't even know existed at the time.
Now, what do these things include?
I have it. Hang on, let me get it pulled up because I had it and I closed down some windows, so I might lag here. Let's hope I don't. I don't.
We did have a little discussion about the merits or, downsides of pre-ordering.
Damn,
when you mentioned this, and
Game Informer's here. Actually, I haven't gotten to read the article yet for Mass Effect, but and as I'm looking this up, just also Mass Effect, the entire trilogy is now available on. First of all, it's backwards compatible on Xbox One and completely available on EA, that subscription service they have.
Access or something.
Yep. So it's all there to play for as long as you're paying for access, you got it.
I have them all right here.
Well, you don't, because I have.
Oh shoot! I don't have them all right here.
Yours right here. I hang on. I gotta find. They had the stats up here, and I can't remember. It came with like one extra thing besides the deluxe version, and I obviously can't now find it.
I know one thing that it had was like 20 weekly operation packs or something they call. I don't remember what they call them. The Gears calls them operation packs. Like
They're
the
all
multiplayer.
Basically, the 2 packs come with like multiplayer stuff. So, this might have it right here. Update? Nope.
Yeah,
Isn't it in Slack also?
Oh, maybe it is.
I forgot that multiplayer is a thing in this series now. I'm assuming it's going to be similar to how it was in Mass Effect 3. I don't know, though.
I think my issue is Chrome.
It could be.
Yeah, because I just saw my computer start to really get... Yep, there it goes. It's getting like... warning, like it's all this crap's going on.
So, yeah, basically the deluxe and the deluxe super deluxe versions are essentially the same except for a multiplayer super deluxe booster pack you get. And
so basically you can pay ahead of time for all your pay to win stuff. All right.
Yeah, deluxe edition only gets one of the deluxe launch packs, where super deluxe gets 20 weekly packs of that. Whatever that does. I have no idea. Plus you get like armor.
Yeah, so I got the deluxe pre-ordered for the same price as the original, the regular, so who cares? That's what I did. And then we got into a nice pre-order discussion on Slack about that.
Now, do you know if any of your prior saves will do anything?
I don't think so, right? I think I heard that
there's no way that they exist for a lot of people anymore. Like, I don't have them.
Yeah, I mean, like all
you could do it. Yeah, you're right. Xbox could sync it. Then I'd play on Xbox if that was the case.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, yeah, if you could see your achievements.
I don't think there's going to be anything, though.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But I'm wondering if there's going to be any sort of VR support for this. That's another question I had for them. I even asked it on Twitter to them. I didn't get a response, unfortunately.
The other thing is it going to continue for this generation to have the saves that carry over again?
I think so. I think it's a feature it's a staple of the series, and I think you need to have that. I think you do need to have that.
I mean, if this is successful and it has a sequel, I would say I would bet that it would have them.
Yeah.
Do you think they switch their saves for this to an online thing, man?
Cloud-based? Yeah, that'd be cool. Like, let's make
it Origin.
Mm-hmm.
EA Origin.
Yeah.
Especially since, we're going to have all these maybe half iterations of consoles during this generation, so...
Yeah.
You got to be careful with that because people might be trading out systems more frequently now.
Well, that's the thing, and I, what else do we have to talk about for Andromeda? Because you set me up for PlayStation Pro, which is launching this week.
Go for it.
All right, so PS4 Pro, moving into that now, is launching this week, which Jim, that's me, does not have a PlayStation in my room anymore. My PlayStation officially finally melted. Not
melted.
Not actually melted, but inside the fan just went poof.
Like the Wicked Witch of the West.
Yeah, it just poofed away. I've had this issue a while back. I was telling you guys I think it was broken, and then I got working again. And in fact, I got my system to run for 2 hours on Saturday night, and it didn't shut down. But I still traded it in on Sunday. Because I've already had this many problems with it that I'm like, I need to maximize the value.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm afraid.
I'm afraid
that with I'm afraid with the launch of the Pro that it's going to drop the price trade-in of these. So I got the $150 for it right now.
Makes sense.
Yeah, so I have $150 in credit, and I am going to get the PS4 Pro. So you guys will get to hear my feedback on this. But the feedback I'm hearing is not all great. I mean,
I've only heard positive stuff.
Well,
so
IGN says there's not enough content. Then there was a lot of them that even said
So the big question you have to ask yourself, I think for this is it something you want to replace your current PlayStation 4 with, or is it something that you're going to be buying because you don't have a PlayStation 4?
All of the reactions that I've got from this are this: if you own a PlayStation 4, do not upgrade this system.
Right. So there is no point to upgrade it. But if you do not, why not?
If you do not, they still said that the Slim's a great system to get rather than this, because a lot of people, unless you have a 4K TV, don't buy this.
Jim, you have a VR and you have
For me, I'm getting it because For me,
it makes
like
way more sense.
there is a 4K TV in my cart on Best Buy. It's there. I'm waiting
If
for
you
it.
don't have 4K TV, for you, I think it makes too much sense not to go for it. Why wouldn't you?
Because I'm going to eventually, because I'm going to get the Scorpio next year. Like 4K gaming, I'm going to be
Yeah,
playing
but
some
that's
4K
next
stuff.
year, man. I'm just saying, like for you
Oh,
specifically,
for a 4K.
like not even 4. Who cares about 4K? Like if you're looking at the Slim, if you don't have a PS4 right now and
Yeah.
you have a VR system you can't use,
Yeah.
you're gonna look at the Slim or you're gonna get the Pro. I mean,
No, because like for $100 more, you're going to get a system that's going to run the frame rates better than the games that are on on the games that get patched for it. It's not like the Xbox One, the S Effect. The S Effect improved performance all around, remember? Just automatically. These games are all locked. If they don't get patched, it doesn't run faster. Digital Foundry did the study on that today, which sucks,
yeah, and
because I was kind of
that
hoping for an
makes sense
all-around.
though.
Why?
It's like,
Microsoft
because
pulled
if
it
they're
off.
not, I know, but they were probably built that way because they had that dynamic scaling originally.
Yeah.
These games probably weren't built that way, and if you try to do that,
So-
it doesn't necessarily.
wow.
We don't know.
So Microsoft's inferior hardware built in the upgrades automatically. Like that's good for them, but it's just funny to mention that they screwed that up.
I'm just
and it
saying,
worked.
that's just my theory on this is
But-
that
Yeah, I
they
mean-
probably need to do something because it wasn't originally set that way, and if they do open it up, that could cause issues with the games.
It
And they
sounds
probably-
like, I mean, with 45 games getting patches by the end of the year, it sounds like it's going to be worth it either way.
and Cerny even said that you don't expect any improvements on current games unless
Yeah.
they patch it.
Well, I mean, I'm patching, like, I want to play Shadows of Mordor, which I hardly played when I still own it. I still hardly played it, but I got apparently a very nice upgrade with this from Pro. And it's texture-wise, they look far better. So it sounds like if people patch the earlier games that we've played, not the ones more recently even, but the earlier ones, there could be a nice bump in improvement because of the lower quality textures when the system first came out. So that's interesting in itself. Metal Gear Solid 5, if Konami was actually a real company anymore, it would be great to see that they do something with that. But they're dead, so it's not going to happen. But like Diablo, Overwatch.
I just started Diablo before we got on the podcast. Actually,
Damn it. I'm looking at it right now and I'm like, I kind of want to play that, but we got to play Gears. Maybe
know.
not tonight, but we're playing tomorrow and Wednesday if you're available, because I'm free on both those nights. So
oh yeah, tomorrow I think Sonya and I were gonna actually see Doctor Strange in Mansfield.
again?
Yeah, it's $6.
Oh yeah, $6. Nice. Yeah, well, we'll figure it out. But we'll play some Gears. But anyways, yeah. So back to the Pro. So that's launching this week for $400. Consensus is, if you don't own a system, probably
Why not
get that
get
one. If you're like me, like not like me, like okay, I buy stuff like VR that doesn't need to be bought by everybody.
I mean,
But-
you are in a situation where you're like, not living with a.
I'm comfortable. Yeah, very
Yeah.
comfortable.
So you have the ability to do that. For me, like I have a wife, a son, and another one on the way.
This fits. This fits you though. Like if there was an opportunity for you to get this for $200, I would say you should do it.
I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
yeah, it's an upgrade. I've had my system for 3 years now or 4
Yeah.
years.
Three.
3
2013.
years.
Yeah.
So hardware gets obsolete quickly these days, but we don't need it. So I'd rather get an S before PS Pro actually, because my Xbox runs like shit.
The S is so nice too. Like I'm kind of looking at that and I keep saying no. Just wait. The Scorpio's coming out next year. Don't buy the S. Mike, that brings me to my next conversation. If you could get an Xbox One S for $200, essentially on Black Friday, would you get it?
I don't think so.
Wow.
What would I
wouldn't get
play on it?
Yeah.
Halo.
Gears, Halo, Forza.
I don't like Gears or Forza. I
Um,
would play Halo, but again, that's it.
I mean,
and
it's
old now, too.
gets all the multi-plats. I mean, it gets. I'm trying
Yeah,
to think
but
of some games
if
would
you have-
like.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
have them already, and I
Yeah.
have them all. My shit is saved all in the PlayStation
Yeah.
network and the hard
Ecosystem.
drive.
Well,
and all
I'm-
that
Them
stuff.
now.
With PSVR, I'm pulled more into the PSV ecosystem. I'm pre-ordering all of these games for PS4 because if they have like Final Fantasy 15 has VR support. Like it's getting me to buy their games specifically for their console, which is interesting. But the Pro for me makes sense. Going back to Pro real quick is because of the VR. Like there's supposed to be nice improvements on Drive Club by itself, so that's interesting for me. Now I might buy Drive Club VR, but. Yeah, Black Friday's coming up though, and that's why I just asked that question because I've seen them $249 with a $75 gift card. With 3 games included with that. It's an excellent deal.
It's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, That's an excellent deal. Like, you could theoretically trade your system in a GameStop for $100 in cash, I think. That's cash out, right?
Is it? Wow.
Yeah, I think it's... Oh, maybe that's
No.
PlayStation. That might be PlayStation. But one of those systems gives you $100 in cash. So you can essentially trade that in and get the system there for what? $149 with $75 gift card? That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Just saying, Corey. Not trying to give you too many ideas. But...
No, I hear you, but it's still $175 or, well,
50.
extra. Yeah, it's $150. So.
Yeah. And $75 at like Kohl's. It's Kohl's cash. It's Kohl's Black Friday. So would you use it? Yeah. If you're gonna buy $75 in something, it's interesting. I buy Kohl's stuff.
I always forget about Kohl's cash. I always leave it or forget that I have it.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
$75 you wouldn't want to forget, but
no, absolutely.
all right. Let's see. We have new 3DS models coming up Black Friday. Speaking of that, no, they're going to be different color. It's the new 3DS. I'm sorry, I read that entirely wrong. But it's coming up for $99 on Black Friday. So
Oof.
Same
That's
3DS
good.
we've always played, but the new 3DS, you can see the 3D better.
And does it has the extra knob?
Yes.
Is it more powerful? I can play the new 3DS games.
It's the new it's the new 3DS.
It's the latest.
Yeah.
one.
It's a Mario
It's
themed
called-
new 3DS model. Yeah.
It's 3DS Turbo Edition.
So,
Sorry.
yeah. It's not bad. $100. Genesis returns. Do I care about this? Not really. But Mike, I'm reading it for you.
Yeah, well,
No, I liked I'd get the classic version of this.
it's actually a Brazilian company that's doing it because apparently Genesis is still like real big there for some reason. But Sega's actually signed off and like, so it has like the real branding. They're allowing it and like supporting it, I guess. I'm not sure. But basically for the Brazilian equivalent of $120, it has like 20 something games on it. And I don't know, they're doing the nostalgia thing too, just like the new
NES classic.
NES thing, classic with cords that are about this long.
Oh, dude, that Nintendo NES has got me so pissed. Like, I was gonna rant today
That's
about
the
this.
length.
Yeah, they're selling. Nintendo is selling the 6-foot extension cord for it already for $10.
Yeah.
Sounds like
More
they're Apple
dongles.
or something.
Yeah. It's like, yeah. Let's
I was gonna
dongle it
complain to
up,
Tony
guys.
about it like crazy, but then like he'd laugh at me when I go out and buy it because like I complained about it, which is true.
Oh, he does complain about things and buys them still.
Yeah, so I'm gonna
We
probably
all
buy
do
it.
that. Everybody, like, I don't think there's anybody that's complained about something and then eventually not gone out that has some support for that. I mean, people do that all the time. It's...
All right, let's talk about BlizzCon. So we had
All right, let's talk about BlizzCon.
BlizzCon happened, folks.
How did I become the biggest Overwatch player of all of us? How did this happen? When did this happen?
I moved on to like I went to play some other games this season. So I've played XCOM and I've played VR stuff and I've played Gears of War. What have you played besides Overwatch? That's what I'm saying. So I played these other games.
I finished everything that I had.
I am respecting our listeners and viewers to give them opinions on other games.
Yeah, all right.
In any case,
No,
let's talk about
I
BlizzCon.
seriously wanted to try these other games. This is why I don't like getting games that are 200 hours long because there's other games like Gears that I want to play.
I mean, Overwatch is as many hours as you feel like because you get the full experience in like 1 hour.
But I'm not saying I'm not going back. I mean, it's still here. The only thing I'm going to get rid of is the Xbox version, I think. I think I'm done with that one because I don't think I'm going to play it enough to play both versions. And you can get it, you can still trade it in for like $42 at Best Buy. It's ridiculous. I'm going to trade it in. Yeah. But anyways, so BlizzCon occurred. Disappointing, I would say. I was disappointed with BlizzCon.
Well, there's definitely more to be disappointed than our bet for you, Jim. But
Yes. So I lost the bet, and that's not why I'm disappointed. I
but
didn't
yeah,
say that.
I agree because I think that the BlizzCon is where you have your big announcements. You really want to build up hype for your brand, and it was really just minimal updates to the pre-existing properties they have.
We'll get with the least most interesting one for us is the Hearthstone expansion. So we got what's it called? It's a
Kazan or
Gadgetzan. Sorry, Gadgetzan. I don't know. But Tony's yelling at us for pronouncing it this way right now, I'm sure. So yeah, we got a new expansion for that. 132 new cards. It's going to allow the first time to use tri-class cards, which means multiple heroes can use cards. multiple classes. I'm sorry, can use cards, which is heroes. So it's the first time that's happening. So they're changing the cards slightly with the way they work, but it's an update.
Well, I mean, they've had generic cards before. What do you mean?
Tricolor. They're tricolor cards. I'm getting. That's what I'm getting from this. Tri-class cards.
Oh, tri-class.
Yeah.
I thought you said color.
Well, I was, but I'm counting it as color. It's class. It's.
Oh, I was thinking of like rarity. That's all.
Oh no. I was okay. I'm thinking of it like Magic, but so yeah, tri-class cards. The first time they're introducing these things, so that's really the big thing for this.
The only other thing I saw that was interesting was the legendary that you can build your own like potion or something. That was an interesting mechanic. But I don't know. It's Hearthstone, and if you're behind the meta, you're done. You can't catch up.
Yeah, which we are.
It's
I am.
over. Yeah, I've been.
Yeah. Then we also had here we go. I'm gonna leave Sombra for the end, I guess. Whatever. Let's just talk about Sombra.
She was hacking you earlier, so.
Oh, good. I can care again.
We'll bring Mike back in for a second before we talk about Diablo.
So yeah, they talk about Overwatch, and they say how it's the newest IP that's Blizzard's done in the past 17 years. Which I mean, this is all true. And so they show you a video of its like launch, which I thought was actually a really interesting video, and I was actually getting into this video.
Yes, you do the same exact thing. Yes, I know.
I wanted to see wanted to see this video. I was like, oh, this is kind of cool, a little behind the scenes. And as the video's going, all of a sudden it starts skipping and lagging. And you're like, oh shit, here comes Sombra, and here she comes. She hacks the video feed, and they announce the character officially, finally. Yeah,
with a new release cinematic, which is fantastic cinematic. They always do great with these things. But it was like the worst kept secret. Her image is leaked already, so we've gotten those before. I don't know. It was not as impressive of a release. Like I feel like
it's just one character. I mean, they built her up so much. Like it would have never worked. She's just one character. Like
yeah. I mean, the good news is we're getting 2 new maps, which sounds awesome. One this year, one next.
One real one that like you'll play on the normal modes we're used to, and then there's a smaller map.
There's an arcade.
That's the one that we got on the PTR today, actually.
Yeah. So the game is splitting into 2 quick play modes. One's going to be arcade, where they have this new map. What's the like real? What was their description of arcade? Because now it's become the old quick play. Right.
There's a lot of things actually in arcade.
Because there's a lot more. Yeah, it's not just free, no limit. It's not.
Well, there's the brawl stuff, right? There's going to be that.
There's top brawls, so they're taking old brawls that were popular. You can play them again there. There's also a 1v1 mode, which is 1v1. Interesting.
Yeah,
and it's a mirror match
and a 3v3.
Yeah, and a 3 versus 3 elimination. So there's one life. So that's all pretty interesting, and some people are hypothesizing that eventually, like some of these might go into like actual competitive modes too. But for now, they're arcade. But they're new ways to play the game. Finally, it's really why arcade is probably more interesting to me than
the character.
Sombra.
Yeah, sure.
Because
it gives you more to do.
Yeah, I look at Sombra and her abilities, and I just feel like she's going to be a troll character.
Let's talk about her abilities now.
Well, just real quick on the arcade, there are things that you can do that get you loot boxes.
That's true too.
Oh, really? So that'll actually earn loot boxes.
I'm not sure what exactly.
There's either a brawl or different things that you do within arcade that will unlock loot boxes besides leveling up.
Yeah.
Which I think they should have done from the start. Like your first brawl win or gameplay, you should have gotten a loot box for. Nobody play the brawls. There's no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. So going back to Sombra, what her abilities? Let's talk about what she can do as a character.
Well, obviously, there's been this whole ARG that's been going on, that's been leading up to this character, and people have been Has
it been leading up? Because she was getting announced. She was getting announced at BlizzCon.
It's still been leading up to the character. It's not like it's not. We didn't do anything to reveal her. It's just a matter of having people do things that led up to the character, and she's kind of this fourth wall breaking character in a sense. But as far as her abilities go, they kind of use that theme. So she has a ability where she can hack enemy opponents, and so they can't use their abilities. And she can hack health packs so that they recharge faster for your teammates and are not able to be picked up by your enemies.
Which is cool.
It's pretty neat mechanic, sure.
The abilities things is hacking abilities is potentially a game breaking, to be honest. I don't know what her
it's
recharge
the
is.
same thing as the sleep dart for Ana.
Yeah,
though.
I picked this up immediately. Like she's very much like Ana.
As far as that ability goes,
you don't you need to aim with it though. It sort of locks on as long as
3 seconds. Though if you don't have it locked on for 3 seconds, it doesn't.
Yeah,
do it.
but she's probably going to be invisible when she's doing that. That's her other.
And she's invisible. But as soon as you do something other than move, you are taken out.
When you're locking on, you're probably still invisible until it.
No, as soon as you do anything other than move,
I heard damaged or get damaged. That's all I heard. I don't know if the lock-on section will take them out of it. Well, I don't know.
Either way, yeah, I mean, they've adjusted Ana before she came out, so like when she hit the PTR, she was adjusted when it actually hit the.
Yeah. So that is her second ability, that she has this camo mode where apparently the cooldown's only 6 seconds too. So pretty much she's gonna be invisible and fast most of the match until she does anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like a better Tracer.
And she's on the PTR today.
Yeah, she is. She also has a teleporter.
Yeah, that one's probably the most interesting to me. Although I don't know like how long it lasts when you throw it into the environment.
15 seconds.
Yeah, I almost think why not make that permanent?
Because then you could go back to that point in time.
No, I mean, and then you'd have to throw it again.
Yeah, I like the 15-second countdown because it gives you urgency, and it would be game breaking if it was forever.
She could just go somewhere, but like if it's somewhere stupid, or people spot it and they're waiting to shoot her in the head when she comes back. I don't know. Her abilities are strange, and then there's her ultimate, which will like just destroy everything.
It's an EMP, so shields, abilities.
I think turrets, shields, and abilities all won't work in that EMP range. So, kind of like how Maze Blizzard like completely makes all points a disaster area. I think this will too.
Yeah.
Yeah, except it doesn't last long. It's just a quick
pulse.
thing. Yeah.
So we'll see.
It makes defense characters even more useless.
Yeah, which is not what this game needed. Like Torbjorn, more useless. Reinhardt now is vulnerable, I guess, since his shield actually counts as something that she can hack. So his shield won't even show up if she hacks him, which is, I think, a big thing.
But she can't hack through his shield.
Okay.
Just saying, you can't stand in front of him and hack his shield from there.
So it'll be interesting because the way the game goes, like now, I guess the meta, I hate using that word, is you pretty much need a Reinhardt for most modes.
Well, because he's the only true tank.
Yeah, and he can actually block things for you. I mean, Diva almost can, but he's the only one who really can block. Like if I'm playing a game and I don't have like a pure healer, a hybrid healer like Zenyatta or Ana, and a Reinhardt, then I'm like, well, you're not doing this right because you need like at least 2 healers and a Reinhardt. But hopefully this switches it up, I guess, a little. Maybe that's.
This is definitely going to change the way the game is played, and it's going to be interesting to see how long it takes. Because like Ana, people didn't play at all for a while, and now she's like almost required.
Yeah,
I actually have a winning record with her, barely, but a winning record with her in this year's competitive. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to play Sombra. She doesn't seem that appealing to me.
Well, I think everybody's going to play her for a little bit. You got to try her once.
I've hardly played. I played Ana once.
Tried her once, yeah. I mean, just once. You got to try her once.
I mean, I was pretty
content.
Into
That's the thing.
The whole idea of
Ana.
I'm
out. I'm out until I get my PS Pro. So, and I may not buy that next week. I may wait to see if they do a Black Friday bundle. Because
season 3 doesn't start till the 30th.
I think I'm out entirely on season 2 now, and I may just try to focus on getting Gears
that's
of War
one
done.
thing I was like, not that I'm upset with, because obviously you get to play and enjoy the game, but for people that play 10 matches and rank up super high, will get way more points than someone who plays 200 matches and gets to rank 2,500.
I'm gonna get more points than you, Mike.
It's I don't know. I mean, to me that seems like.
Listen, I don't give a flying fuck about.
I'm just saying, I played 10 matches. You played 200. So I'm gonna get more points.
I actually played almost 240 this season.
Yeah, I played 10.
Yeah,
I'm just saying,
it seems 2400 something.
Yeah, it does. I agree. 100%. I agree.
Because you're gonna get the
I'm gonna get
higher...
the platinum tier.
Well, Mike got platinum tier.
Oh, okay, then you're good.
Yeah, I got up to over 25 for a little bit.
I played 10 matches though.
Yeah. So I mean, it's like if you could play 10 matches and
I got a bunch of loot boxes for all this time, but
26. Wait, 26.49 is what? It's still platinum, right? Yeah, that's where
I get to 30,000 to get to diamond.
Yeah, which I mean, I'd like to get back over the platinum threshold, but it doesn't matter. I don't know if I'll ever get.
That's the thing, is it doesn't matter. Like whatever your highest was is what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm more excited about the arcade stuff. I don't know when any of this, including Sombra, is coming to console.
Sombra will come out right before the. I think Sombra should. Now, this is what I think they should do: is release their arcade mode and release these characters into arcade mode if it's mid-season from now on, and then let us play as them in arcade modes, and then let us play as them in the next season. You know what I mean? Rather than have Anna show up in mid-season like she did and mess everybody else's game up because it's got to be adjusted to heroes. Like, it's another part of the game you have to adjust to. And it's competitive.
Yeah, but really...
It's competitive.
Really doesn't matter.
So, if you want to try a new character, then try it, I guess, in there. It would be a little hard pill for people to swallow if they released the character and you couldn't play them in competitive.
I don't know. Diablo 3. Let's talk about Diablo 3. Diablo 3 was, not Diablo 4, as we all got trolled. Thank you, Blizzard. So Diablo 4 is not coming like I thought. I lost my bet. Corey's got to sign me a movie. Do you have one picked out?
No, I wasn't planning on having to pick one out.
Yeah,
I honestly
really thought you were losing that bet. I'm sitting here picking movies, and I'm like, shit. And then they go and troll us and tell us that Diablo 1 is going to now be in Diablo 3. Like the original game.
So,
if you add them together, you get Diablo 4. There you go. Add them up, just like the math you started the podcast with.
Oh, there you go, Mike.
Diablo 3 plus Diablo 1 equals Diablo 4. There you go.
That's how they got the 4.
That's what the 4 on the die was.
So like again, they give us Diablo 1, a rehash. Obviously, it's going to be in Diablo 3, the game. And then they're also bringing Necromancer over, which is another character class, from Diablo 2 into Diablo 3. We didn't get anything in original. We got nothing. Like, that's a bit ridiculous.
For Diablo 3?
Yeah. I think it's a bit... I'm a bit... That's the part of this whole thing that I could yell at Blizzard for. I feel like they really missed everything from their show by not revealing a new game.
Can't reveal new game every BlizzCon, though. Like, I understand, but it makes sense here just because it's been a while, but still, like, it's one company.
They have enough properties where they could start revealing new game releases. Like Overwatch was revealed, then they could do Diablo 4 coming next year. Then by next BlizzCon, it's StarCraft 3.
Do you want a Diablo 4 teaser announcement and then not see it for 3 years?
Well, no, I would see. I would like. Yeah, I thought they'd be working on it already. I thought we'd be seeing it next fall.
I mean, you'd think so, but they would not wait. I mean, you're not going to see it now.
When did Diablo 3 come out? 2011?
Is it that long? No, is it that long? I think it's been 4 years.
I bought it on PC. Don't forget, the Ultimate Edition's not Diablo 3.
Mm-hmm.
It came out on balls. Wow. Well, this version came out in 2014. But the original version of it...
It didn't come out to console for a while after.
I want to say it was 2012 then. I'm going to go 2012. I think that might be accurate.
That's why I think it was 4 years also.
So
we can look it up.
Anyways, so I don't know. I was disappointed with BlizzCon. What do you guys think? Mike, you're probably fine, right? You got what you wanted or no?
I mean, yeah. Again, Overwatch is really the only thing I care about of it. And while
but you didn't care about that to begin with. For the record, if they announced the game, who knows if you would have liked it or not? Because you didn't care about Overwatch to begin with.
No, and
you made fun of us for wanting to play it.
And I didn't care about it like for the first few months of it either.
And you hated yourself while you played it.
I still hate myself while I play it. I mean,
It did come out in 2012, by the way,
Yeah.
May
It
20.
brings out the worst in humanity.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Corey,
I mean, there was
thing
new
is, like,
information about that. That was fine for me, but it wasn't a big surprise.
I mean, Overwatch. Yeah, we didn't expect anything else like that. We didn't like Overwatch. The news, we knew Sombra was coming, and we probably were getting the map, which we got. Everything. The arcade stuff was a nice surprise, and I like that they're taking away whatever they're calling it. It's not quick play is not quick play anymore. It's arcade, and then they have the competitive mode, Hero Limit, which during the week off, I think that they're just going to have it there, but won't count towards a rank and it won't count towards getting competitive points.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think as far as the conference, it was kind of a weird way to end with a 4-year-old game DLC.
Yeah.
Like you'd think that they'd ended on a higher note than that. And that's just, it was kind of like, well, wait, there should be more. What's the big announcement?
Yeah.
The Sombra, I think, is a bigger announcement. I would have waited for that. Oh, and Overwatch League. That seems like huge in scope, the Overwatch League.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Good point.
No, like that, they're basing off of English Premier League and kind of style where you're going to have eventually multiple countries involved in this, and it's going to be regional. So, like, you're going to have the New York team and the Los Angeles team, and you're actually going to get to try it out if you want to go to the combine. Well, you have to qualify, but still, it's
Start training today, guys. Let's do this.
ridiculous for that. And you're getting
Another thing I don't
contracts,
really care about,
full
though.
benefits.
Huh? Wait,
It's
is
a
it Corey?
competitive scene.
No, Corey.
I mean, well, you're signing a contract like an athlete, and you're getting full benefits and a yearly salary. It's not like you have to. It's performance based because you want to stay on the team, but it's also you have a secure job, which is I think what esports needs. Like you can't have a system where it's based off of winning a specific tournament because those could be coming and going. Who knows?
I mean, that's kind of what golf is, though. Like, lots of like single player sports are like that. So
Yeah, but this is not a single player sport.
I guess not. A lot of esports kind of are, I guess, but
Not for Overwatch. That's my point, though. Like it's a team based one, and you have to have a team chemistry. I guess I don't know. I think that it's very cool that they're doing it, and I hope it succeeds. But the scope just seems huge, and I don't see how.
There's not like a good way really to watch Overwatch because there's too much going on. You mostly can just see from one character's perspective, and it doesn't give you a good
that's
idea
what they
of
need.
everything that's happening.
They really need a better spectator mode, and hopefully that'll happen. And when you watch it, though, the esports versions of it, they do have like the overhead a little bit, the camera.
Yeah, I know, but it's still real hard. I mean, I've seen some of it, and it's really just like you really just kind of want to watch from the perspective of one player, just to like appreciate.
I think they're still in the learning phase for that. Like you have to figure out how it's gonna be best viewed, and also the casting is very important. Like the announcers are very important as well. Like if you're not having fun listening to them, it's not gonna be good.
Yeah. All right, let's get into what I've been up to, guys. Moving on. Corey and I, we've been playing Gears of War 4. We can talk about that real quick. The more we play it, the more I love it. Like the nostalgia of it, like, God, it's good. Like having Phoenix back into it, and certain things happen that makes it more dramatic. And I don't know, like I am really enjoying playing this game back to this. It's like like you said, Corey, you said the right game at the right time, right?
Yeah, I think so. And it's definitely filling that need for me because I'm a huge Gears of War 3 fan.
Yeah.
Like that was my game before Borderlands, really. And like this just it feels like Gears, which sometimes games get criticized for that, and sometimes games get like praised for being like that's what I never understand. Like this game got criticized for being too much Gears, too much like Gears, where Uncharted got praised for being exactly like Uncharted.
Yeah.
So that's the Naughty Dog bias.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
But like this game is what I wanted from Gears. Like I wanted Gears 4 to feel like the old Gears games, but bring a new take, new characters, and it brought in the Swarm, which is basically the Locust, and it makes sense like why they call them that, because it's funny because they even have like in jokes about different things that happened in the other Gears games where these are the sons and daughters of the characters you knew before. And so like Marcus is like, oh, that's what you're calling them? He's like, because he just figured he was going to call them locusts or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, that's what you guys are calling them? So it's neat how they, have those references and
it's actually nice. And like as we were playing it, like I actually enjoyed not playing as Marcus Phoenix and having him comment on the game. Like as you're playing, it's like it's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, it's refreshing, and it definitely again it has a Gears feel to it, which is great. And you can watch, like you said, Phoenix do his thing.
It's like an amazing thing because when you talk about Halo and playing as somebody other than Master Chief, it gets you crazy. Like you don't want to do that. And like, and I would have thought about that with Gears. Like, I wouldn't want to play as somebody else than Marcus Phoenix, but it's actually working very well. It's actually good.
You did play as other characters though in the other Gears games.
Yes, so that does help. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's great so far. The story's been very interesting and it's been compelling. It's made us want to keep going.
Yeah.
And the chapters or acts are pretty significant. They're not like super short or anything. So it's felt like a good campaign and. The competitive is really fun. I really enjoy competitive. I talked about dodgeball. I think that mode is fantastic. Like I would love to see that in Overwatch. That would be pretty cool because if you don't know what dodgeball is, basically you get out and then you have to kill the other team to get back in. Like that. Like it's 5-on-5 in Gears, I believe. So like being 1 versus 5, you could turn the tide just by killing one person because then you bring back somebody, so it swings the numbers dramatically.
It's a 2-man swing.
Yeah,
exactly. So it's a really neat game mode, and like I said, I'm surprised it's not been in other games before.
Yeah. That's really it for me because like I said, my PlayStation melted, so that's all I've played. Corey, what else for you?
I always get back into Destiny here and there, and a lot of Overwatch. I played, but those are the 3 games: Gears, Destiny, Overwatch. I'm trying to think if there's anything else, but not since last week. So.
All right, Mike.
Yeah, just Overwatch really clawed my way back.
We are on at the same time either, Mike.
I'm normally pretty late at night. Once things clear out and business is done. I pretty much wait till like I get on at like midnight or something or 1.
Yeah, I'm out by midnight now.
But I clawed my way back up to over 2,400. I had fallen all the way to like 20,000. 2,100. I mean,
you spiraled. See what happens? You gotta get up and take a break at that point.
Well, I mean, really, like again.
I'm afraid for how bad I'm going to be at this game when I get back to it.
One of my theories is that like. Once I get deeper late into the night, where we're like getting to like 2:33 a.m., things go wrong because everyone playing is either
it switches the demographic.
Yeah,
it's either like some crazy people who just play the game 24/7, or your teammates are people who are just like on drugs or something. So it's a little sketchy that you get a very mixed bag once it gets late. So I'm trying to like scale it back, and I don't know, but I'm back up to 24 something. So cool. I'm within my 100 of my season high, so I'm okay with it right now.
Cool.
We'll see what happens when I go and play it later tonight.
Yeah. All right. So I think that's going to wrap up episode 317. Thank you, listeners and viewers, for tuning in. Tune in next week. We're going to talk. I'll get Tony's opinions on BlizzCon, which I'm sure he's going to want to give him. Movie cast as well. He's got some. He hasn't seen Doctor Strange, but he probably will this weekend, so we'll hear that. And we got a whole bunch of stuff still coming out with some Mass Effect details. I'm sure we'll have some more stuff for that. Maybe I'll have a PS4 Pro I can talk about. We'll see. So tune in. Next
maybe
week.
There'll be some bonus rounds.
Yes, maybe there will be, depending on if you want it.
That's
Again,
up to you guys.
Write us podcast at allyoucangeek.net. Follow us on Twitter, allyoucangeek. Tell us what you'd like us to have a bonus round about. We have one out there right now for the movie cast side. Do you want us to have a Luke Cage spoiler cast? It's been a little bit of time, so we just want to make sure you still want some. Facebook as well. You can contact us there. Write us on Facebook. Our website.
Rate us on iTunes.
Rate us on iTunes. Give us a review on iTunes. That'd be cool. We haven't had one of those in a while, so
we'll read it out on the podcast.
Yeah. Yep. All right, that's going to wrap it up. Thanks, guys. Thanks, listeners. Thanks, viewers.
Thanks, everyone.